Launches.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and
Not those launches, these launches. As you can tell, we're going to speak today about Macebell launches. So getting the Macebell from the floor up and then into a 360 or 10 and 2 swing. Now, something that's dawned on me is that I've done all these videos on YouTube for what, 2, 3 years, something like that, and I haven't actually really ever said why I'm qualified to talk about this kind of stuff. So, one, I've been a personal trainer for 5 years. I've been a steel mace qualified coach for 4 years. I've been doing my own steel mace training for 6 years. So just before COVID, yes, about 6 years. I, as it stands, hold the UK record for largest mace flow class and placed 4th in King of Swing Macebell competition last year as well. So I'd like to hope I've got some idea kind of what I'm talking about. So today, yeah, we're mainly talk about launches. And I am going for a more competitive element. Now, there are 3 ways that I see commonly that people get the Macebell from the floor into a swing. Only 2 of them are really competitive with any sort of speed. So, of the 2, well, I'll go for the 3rd one we're going to eliminate first. And that's the whole sort of kettlebell swing start, where we start on the floor, and actually the mace is reaching out a little bit. We pick it up, and as we stand up, we do a sort of kettlebell swing to stand and swing, effectively. Well, that's just slow. And there are 2 other ways, being the over shoulder and the overhead. Now, I did do a bit of an experiment, got a load of swings, timed them all, and then figured out what they're going to be. But I'm going to show you that in a second. First, I'm going to show you what is the overhead and what is the over shoulder. The overhead swing, starting from a squat stance, simply being that you take your lead hand, the mace head, and it goes from the squat position up and over the head. The over shoulder version is as we come up, we send over the shoulder and then drop into the swing. Whereas the overhead, of course, is up fully over into the swing. Like I said, I did do some tests to see which one is fastest, and if I'm honest, the results surprised me. Because when I launch, go for an overhead swing, yet a lot of my other competitors go for an over shoulder swing. Now, me thinking maybe they're onto something, right? You know, the winners of King of Swing competition did an over shoulder swing, not an overhead swing. So I thought we might test this. So the over shoulder, to me personally, feels slower. Because when we go down, when I'm up, we've got to wait for the Macebell to stop its trajectory upwards, hover in mid-air for a brief moment of time before it starts its swing down. However, to count your first rep, your hands get to your belly relatively quickly. So we go up, let it hover, swing, and we're at the belly for 1 rep straight off the bat. Now the overhead feels faster, right? Because it goes launches all the way up and over. There's no stop, pause, and drop. It's just straight over. So we go down, stand up, all the way over, straight into the swing, and then hands at the belly for your first rep. However, of course, the overhead has a longer distance to do. So somebody out there with better camera trickery skills than I could probably work out the velocity of the mace, or the average velocity of the mace. Now, the overhead, definitely, by my reckoning, is moving faster, but it has further to travel. The over shoulder Moves slower because you've got to go up, stop, and then return, but it has less distance to travel overall. Which one do you think is going to be faster? Before I show you the results, stick your guess in the comments. Is it going to be over shoulder or is it going to be overhead that's the fastest to, and I tested it the first 3 reps. Which one is the fastest to 3 reps? Stick it in now. Cool. So here are the results. So as you can see, there's near enough no difference, right? I would expect it to be, say, half a second difference. Now, for king swing competition, you need to be swinging at about 200 reps a minute. That's 0.6 swings a second, right? So you need about half a second to a second's worth of difference between them to actually make any noticeable change, any real reason to say why to do one or the other. I'm not going to count the hundredths of seconds differences because that can just be differences in when I click pause, when I click go, when the frame rate kicks in as to when it happens. If you take away the hundredths of seconds, they're all on a 4.1 something largely. I know a couple drop in just at like 4.07, 4.08 seconds, but largely they're the same. So that comes down to, it's not a objective difference, it's now a subjective difference. So it then comes down to sort of how it feels, how the psychology is. Now, for me personally, because I don't do a lot of over the shoulder technique, I did do some practice beforehand to just try and give it a fair fight. But the over shoulder technique felt a little bit more unreliable to me. Sometimes I'd throw it a little bit too high. Sometimes the alignment would be off. So for example, if we go from the side, we want it to drop sort of at that angle here. However, sometimes I'd throw it and it'd be too far out and the mace would come forward rather than over from the side. Whereas for me, maybe because I've practiced it more, the overhead was a bit more reliable to me. Now, I can see why the over shoulder is going to be better when you're lifting much heavier weights than, say, 15 kilos. So when you're doing sort of, the heroic people out there doing 30, 40 kilo, trying to get 30 to 40 kilo of base weight, let alone the weight it is once it actually picks up force and is at the peak capacity, trying to get 40 kilo over your head is going to be hard work. So just throwing it as minimal height as possible is going to be easier. However, for like competitive mace spells, you might not be swinging the heaviest, you might be trying to swing the fastest. That being said, the psychology element. For me personally, that sort of feel of up, slow, wait for it, drop, is not really like a sprint start, right off the bat, away we go, rocket launch. Whereas the overhead is a, right, 3, 2, 1, off we go, straight into the pressure, and then bounce. Personally, I prefer that way. We'll see. We'll see in July sort of time, or, depends on when you're watching this, but July 2026, see if that comes into effect. Whether the overhead is better than the over shoulder, at least personally, at least mathematically, it doesn't seem to be a whole lot of difference. However, If you have a preference, it'd be great to hear your opinion as to why you prefer that, and that might help some other people out there decide if there's a particular method they want to go for, what they're going to go for. If it's not competitive, largely you can go with whatever you feel is safest, right? Which arguably is probably the over shoulder variant.